Good day, guys. Good day, everybody, and welcome once again to our JavaScript tutorial. So, I'm here with you on my laptop, and I'm going to be handling you on our first tutorial on our course JavaScript Build. So, today I'm going to be introducing you guys to what JavaScript is, introduction to JavaScript. And one reason is that most people don't know really what JavaScript is all about. They have close to the word entirely. If you don't check the word entirely, most people don't know what JavaScript is all about. What can it do? What's the meaning of JavaScript? What are the uses? And that is why most people don't go ahead to learn the JavaScript programming language. But if I tell you, some big techs, some big companies, big apps in this world are made with JavaScript. Let me show you some reasons why learn JavaScript programming language. I'm going to show you the reason why you should learn JavaScript programming language. Let's check this one and see if it's worth learning JavaScript in 2021. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, that's load. So let's now look at, let's check in JavaScript, which is number 6. Let's wait for it to load. It's still loading. Yes. Yeah. So one reason why you should learn JavaScript is not only just for web development. Yes, JavaScript have been used to develop many websites before. Many websites. If you check what the meaning of web development from what we browse, it's used for many websites. Even the WordPress, the websites I built using JavaScript Let's Build, and so many other JavaScript. Like, let me show you this website I'm also on. Big money content. XYZ. Most of these websites I build are with WordPress.com. WordPress.com. Let me make it full screen for you to see. Let's check this one. Okay, it's loading. So yeah, it's mostly with WordPress. But one thing I want to tell you, the reason why I should learn JavaScript is JavaScript. Yeah, this one is still undergoing development. JavaScript is needed in building websites. Even this WordPress.org are used in building websites. JavaScript is totally needed. You fully need JavaScript programming language. So it is a very good stuff for WordPress development. But apart from that, there's one also solution that I want to tell you reason why you should learn JavaScript programming language. Let's take, you see all this libraries, or what we call frameworks: React, Vue, and Node. All these, you see this React Native, and you see this Vue and this Node. All these are frameworks used in making JavaScript programming language. But one framework I would like to show you guys, which is one of the best, is React Native. That was the main reason why I chose in undergoing this JavaScript programming language. But I'll tell you the main reason for this. Learning JavaScript programming language is not always that easy. It's not very easy in learning JavaScript programming language. The reason why is because even after you finish learning JavaScript programming, you have to also learn the frameworks, which is React Native. And the reason why I want to show you guys into this is React Native has been used in building so many apps today. So many amazing applications. So many applications today. Search it. Here many applications have been built with React Native. And React Native is, let's look at this. It says React is a JavaScript library for building user interface. It's a popular, easy to learn tool that is designed to work everywhere. With some basic web development like JavaScript, HTML, and CSS, you can build professional looking sleek UIs quickly and easily. So if you want to build apps, that is why you need to learn JavaScript programming language. So if you don't know what JavaScript programming language is, one thing is that JavaScript programming language can be used in so many uses. Most people only know that JavaScript is only used in the building website. So people just know it's only a programming language, but there are so many things you can build with JavaScript programming language. One reason is with this React Native as a part of a framework, you can be able to build. I'll show you some of the apps that have been built with JavaScript with React Native. It's super popular. This JavaScript framework is used by startups and established enterprises to build native apps. Let's take a look. One of them is Facebook. Facebook is a very big project. Half of its app were made with React Native. Parts of Facebook have been built with React Native. Facebook Ads is one of them. We have Skype. If you have ever used Skype before, Skype is an app that was built using React Native. You also have Walmart. You always know what Walmart is. And an internet store that people go to buy stuff. All these have been built. We have ABN. We have Uber Eats. We have Instagram. We have Wix, and we have so many. All these apps have been built using JavaScript programming language. So learning JavaScript programming language is not going to be easy. If I tell you I am still learning JavaScript programming language, the many places I have learned JavaScript programming language from, I've learned JavaScript programming language from SoloLearn. I've learned JavaScript programming language from Programming Hub, where I paid a large amount of money. Programming Hub. All this is where I choose to learn JavaScript programming language. But if I tell you guys, these people just give only to the advanced. So that is one reason why it is very stressful in learning JavaScript programming language. It is a very core difficulty, because choosing where to learn JavaScript programming language is a difficult process. These people offer some big amount of money, but they only teach you only just the basics. I'm going to show you guys one of my dashboard in SoloLearn where I choose in learning JavaScript programming language. So I'm going to show you guys. This is it. Let me set the page. Wait for it to load. SoloLearn. So this is my dashboard where I fully learned JavaScript programming language. But let me tell you guys, when I even went to it and I thought of going to that React Native, that framework, because the main reason why I choose to learn JavaScript programming was the app, to build an app. So when I learned it, man, it only teach me the advanced. Even this Programming Hub, only the advanced, only teach me the advanced aspect. So you need to become a pro, a very big pro, to be able to learn JavaScript programming language. Is so amazing pro. If you want to learn JavaScript programming language, if you want to be able to use that React Native in building apps, just like these apps that have been built with React Native. So the reason why I opened this course is to help you guys, help those, especially in Nigeria here, that's having difficulty in learning. Why? Because if I show you a glimpse of this course I learned, if you check to their pro plan, here, you will notice that the money are too big. You convert this $12.9 to $12.99 naira, close to 5,000 naira, and this is being paid every month. Look at their annually plan, $69.99. If you check this, this is another big one, 29,000 naira per year, and you'll be paying close to 5.83. That is close to 3,000 naira per month for you to complete this yearly business. So that is the reason why I choose to run this course. I tell you guys, I paid that 12. This 12 that you see, I paid it for close to a year. I paid this amount of money for a year, 5,083. That is what I paid, guys. And the problem is they didn't even give the advanced aspect. They didn't even enter the pro. They just touch. Because if you when I compare these things I learned with what is been going on, man, I tell you, even because my premium subscription has expired, I am yet to pay. That's why it's like this. So another reason is why they give that place, you'll be able to unlock most of their courses. So despite when I learned all this, if you check, SoloLearn just gives the advanced, doesn't give the pro. Most what I'm even teaching in that course mostly is from what I've learned in SoloLearn. I'm like sharing the ideas to you guys. All this I'm getting is what I learned in SoloLearn. All this, if you check example of this, I learned it in SoloLearn. That is what I put in those my text tutorials, you guys. And this is my video tutorial that is just coming up soon. That is what you guys are going to be seeing. So this is just it. But the reason why I set up this course is, man, things are hard. To be able to pay this money every month just to learn is very difficult. And even when you even pay it, at the end of the day, you won't even be able to say, because imagine you pay that kind of money and learn from all these whole distance things, then at the end of the day, you have not reached anywhere. You have to still continue learning. Because these topics here are just the basics. They have not even reached your core. They are just the basics. So you even need to learn more. So that's the reason why I set up this JavaScript learning, so as to be able to enable you guys learn this course free of charge. I'm telling you guys, it's a lose on my clothes. I'm really losing from this because I'm not earning any money from it. Even the art I'm putting, I'm not learning any money from it. I'm even thinking of even putting a place where people can donate money. I'm not learning anything from it. But the reason why I set this course free and support it with artists, those who are not capable of paying, because I'm sure nobody is capable of paying this big amount of money, $12.99, 5,000 naira every month. Nobody is capable. All of us are students. Even those people are working, we don't have the money. Nobody is capable, nobody is ready. And at the end of the day, when you pay this money finish, you won't be able to learn it. That's why I set up this course. So if you are in this course and let me say you are just whiling away your time and putting me behind our group, behind our friend group, or you're seeing this course and you're just getting, brother, start learning JavaScript. What is wrong with you? Are you stupid? So you guys should need to learn JavaScript programming language. Please use this course as an capability to learn it. Learning JavaScript programming language takes patience because there are so much to learn. I've shown you guys an example here in this course. There's so much to learn. You check the tutorial that goes on and on. Even from here, learning it goes on and on. It took me close to 2 years to be able to learn these tutorials. On and on. And if I tell you guys I wasn't able to finish it, I was not able to finish none of this tutorial. I only just stop at this dormant event because I've not even gotten my certification yet. So I wasn't able. So learning JavaScript requires patience. Even me that teaching you guys, I am still learning it. I've not reached the core. And when I finish here, I have to continue learning if I want to be able to build complex projects. But this JavaScript have helped me a lot in this WordPress I'm using in making all these things. this JavaScript let's build, and this website that I'm going on in making here, big money content.xyz, which I make with WordPress.com, WordPress.org, which you guys already know. JavaScript is always included. JavaScript. The page builder I'm using, I need JavaScript programming language to be able to tweak some aspects, tweak some stuff, tweak some tools on it. I need JavaScript programming language to be able to do so. So it is it's part of a key, it's part of a topic for me. But that's the reason why. But if you want to fully learn this programming language, you have to take time. That's why this courses surely I'm going to be there. I just updated the part 12 of this course. If you check on my course now, you're going to see the 12th part, the 12th part of this course in the test-based tutorials. And this video tutorial that's coming up soon, I'll continue uploading more. But what I just want to say is learning JavaScript programming language takes time. So this is an opportunity to learn from this course. You don't have to pay that 5,000 naira every month to learn it. This course I'm going to give you free of charge, supported with art. Then we have a pro version if you want to continue to learn more, which will be coming soon, which you guys have seen in the extra option. So we're going to learn more. But please take hold of this course. These video tutorials are coming. I'll be checking this course one-on-one. I promise I'm going to be building an app easier because many people don't have the strength to be checking websites. But please, if you are interested in anything, take your patience. You will be able to get the benefit of it. That's why I'm doing these video tutorials. So because surely I prefer learning things based on video than on text. Surely I do require learning things. I do require learning things when somebody do a video and when somebody doing text. So I require learning it. So that's why I'm bringing up this video tutorial so you guys will be able to learn. I'm sure that by this format you'll be able to understand, you'll be able to grab what I'm teaching you guys. So that's it. Now the reason why I want to show you why you need to learn from this course, brothers. The check Udemy, which is one of the best course ever in the world. The best place. Why I always like Udemy is a video-based course tutorial. Everything you have to learn here is based on video. Let me show you a JavaScript course. I'll show you one of the best JavaScript courses here. Let's search it on Udemy. Search it on Udemy. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, so this is a course here I'm talking about. It's one of the best courses on Udemy. Why I prefer this course is it has a video tutorial where you can be able to learn from. The guy is gonna teach you specifically on video tutorials because this video tutorial was added to this course by Gmail. So you'll be able to enjoy this course.
Welcome to the complete JavaScript course, your all-in-one package that will take you from knowing zero JavaScript to an advanced and confident JavaScript developer. And you came to the right place, because this is the most complete JavaScript course on Udemy. It's full-packed with practical and fun code examples, beautiful real-world projects, and important theory lectures. Now, I am Jonas, a developer and designer from Portugal and teacher of this.
So let me just, because there are other things for me to consider in this video, so I'm going to play all. But what I'm just telling you guys is this is the best place to learn JavaScript programming language. Why I prefer Udemy than all these programming hub which I showed you guys here is that this guy, this place, especially this guy's course, will teach you from beginning. You see it from zero to expert, from a zero nobody to an expert. I'm telling you guys, I am saving huge amount of money. I'm praying that before this year ends, I'll be able to purchase this course. That is what I've been saving my money for, to be able to purchase this course. So by the time I fully purchase this course and learn this course, but I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna be a full JavaScript expert, a total JavaScript expert. But why did I bring this? Have you seen the price there? I know some of you have been looking at the price. I mean, this price is so huge. 32,900 naira. Isn't it huge, guys? It is a very, very huge cost. 32,000 naira. 32,900 naira just to buy this course. Man, is the money not big? This is half of someone's salary. Somebody that's working as a receptionist or working in a food restaurant or working in a fast food. This is half, like not one half. This has to be a salary times 2 for you to be able to buy this. So if you want to learn this, you must be able to call for it. That's the reason why I'm pulling that. The reason why I'm pulling this is that, guys, there's a way I can get this course for 25,000 naira. Drop this money with a low expertise. Why? There are some ways. There's something this student is doing that and enables people that have learned from this course to be able to purchase their course at a cheaper price, at a cheaper rate, instead of you getting this money here. I've been able to browse some tricks in my next course I'm going to show you guys. In case if you don't want to still learn from my course, you have the money at this, but it's still, that money is up to 25,000 naira. I'm telling you guys, the money there is up to 25,000 naira if you want to learn it. Even if I even reduce it, it's up to 25. But the reason why I'm using it is for my own expertise, for me to buy it. So that's why I'm preparing you guys. You people should go to my course online and start learning JavaScript programming language right now. You have to do so. Why? The reason why I'm doing this is to enable those people who are interested in learning JavaScript programming language, those who doesn't know, to do so now at a free rate, and also without you spending so much of your capital. That is one thing that is pulling people. See, that is one thing that is making me not to learn. Imagine if you check this week, imagine how many students this guy brought in. 584,000 students. But if you check how many people in this world wants to learn JavaScript, but now I'm telling you guys, is more than this. Well, why can't people not just come and buy because of this price? Nobody has this price. Even if you reduce this price, the price is going to be more than 10,000. So nobody has that amount of money. That's why I'm telling you guys, call your friends, but then come to JavaScript Let's Build, learn it. Now it's not about because now when you super, I don't understand the text base you are doing, and I'm sure if you check my coding with JavaScript 11, the code here is not aspect. That is why I'm bringing out this video tutorial. For those people that can't learn the text to learn this. That is why I am bringing out this video tutorial to enable you guys to learn it. So please join my course and start learning JavaScript. You don't have to pay this amount of money. You can come here and learn it without you paying this so-called money, 52,900. So please come and join my course. So I've shown you guys some reasons why you should join this course, and also the reason why you should join JavaScript programming language. It's a very good heck of you making your own app, just like what do they call it? Just like Facebook or this Walmart or Instagram, Wix. Imagine you making your own app, many money, and it's not good. And apart from that, you can make games. If I tell you guys, Candy Crush Saga, part of it was made with React Native. Let me set it here. I would have played it. Let me just do this video. Let me just check it.
Hi, and welcome to my walkthrough in which I'm going to show you how to build your very own game of Candy Crush. This game is going to be super simple. I say super simple as we're not going to be focusing too much on styling. This is a JavaScript walkthrough. We're very much going to be focusing on the logic of the game. I am doing this so you can take the game, style it up as you want, truly make it your own. This game has a lot of potential, especially with the drag and drop movements we're going to be doing. So I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. In this walkthrough, I'm going to be showing you how to create a board, randomly generate candies all over the board, switch out colors of candies on the board, drag and drop candies, check for matches, check for valid matches, so check that the row of candies doesn't go off into the next row, move all the candies down if you get a match, and generate new candies. By the end of this walkthrough, you should have also got to grips with inbuilt JavaScript functions such as every, sum, for each, includes, set attribute, and many more. I would love to see your finished games, so please do share them with me on YouTube or Twitter. My Twitter handle is Anya_Kubo, or Instagram, whatever. Okay, so as always, let's make sure our JavaScript file and style sheet are linked up properly using the script tag and link tag respectively. Okay, now passing through the ID of ready for a fresh start. If, however, there is a square that the dragged square can be dropped in, but it's not a valid move, indicated by this bang here, let's now instead focus on how to get the candies to move.
Guys, I'm not going to play all this video because I don't have much time. You see the time you're using, so I don't have much time to show you guys everything. But just an aspect of it. This is just showing you guys that you can make a game using JavaScript programming language. I've said so wherever I can. Let's see, games made with JavaScript programming language. Okay, so we even have games that have been made with JavaScript programming language. We have games that have been made with JavaScript programming language. Let's check. We have some games, but the reason why I'm not going to talk more on this is most of these games here are not amazing, like cups of it, but you can use JavaScript to make your own game. But in just all aspects I'm going to show you guys is you can use JavaScript to make anything. When we show you guys most of the uses of JavaScript in an in-depth, and sure by the end of it you guys will know so many uses of JavaScript. There are so many uses that you can use to make it JavaScript programming. So let's now head on to our tutorial we're going to handle today, which is in our text-based tutorial, but now we're going to have it on our video course tutorial. So I'm going to make this short. So we are now going to have introduction to JavaScript programming language. We are going to be handling what to handle in our text-based tutorial, but I'm going to show you guys in a video aspect what to see. Now we are going to be seeing it live, not just reading it. So we have what is JavaScript programming language, which is what we are going to happen, because normally JavaScript programming language has a specific name, but you guys don't know. I'm going to show you guys in our text tutorial, but I'm sure people don't have to understand the definition. I'm going to explain the definition for you. We also have the history of JavaScript programming language. Let me tell you that this JavaScript that is a big tech everybody is having issue is to someone that sets up JavaScript programming language, a man like me and you. And now we're not going to show you lastly the uses, because this is the main reason that makes people want to jump in to learn everything. There must be a reason why you're learning something. You cannot just go on and be wasting your amount of money, be wasting your time, be wasting your data, and just be there and just be learning any rubbish. So this is what I'm going to handle. We're going to be handling what is JavaScript programming language. We're going to be learning the history of JavaScript programming language, and we're going to be learning the uses. So without wasting time, let's now go on to what is JavaScript programming language. So let's go ahead on. I'm just going to do a search because we show everything in this world can be found with Google. We want to find everything, we find it with Google. So we're going to see what is JavaScript programming language. As simple as that, to search it. There's a place I'm going to show you guys. What is JavaScript? Something I wanted to show you guys. Let's search like this. Aha. See it here. This is the best definition. This is one of the highest definition that's been used wherever in the world when somebody asks what is JavaScript. It is a text-based programming language used both on the client side and server side that allows you to make web pages interactive. Simple as said. That's not it. So I'm going to be explaining these definitions bit by bit. We have here, which I can sure is hard for some people to understand. People will never go school, people will see the get that. What is text-based? Text-based is something based on text, writing it down. Let's say, God, what is text-based? What is text-based? Set it here. What does text-based mean? You see, I refer to handling text and not graphics. So something that has to do with text, something that has to do with, as you know, all coding requires text. So it's a text-based programming language. Now, unless it's used both on what are the client side, what are the server side? Let's ask Google, what is client side? Let's now ask Google, what is client side? I'm having a little bit of network problem there. Let's wait for it to load. You guys were disconnected. And guys, I'm having a little issue. Let me go and resolve it. I'll be back, guys. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. I was having a little network issue. Let's see whether we can connect back again. Please connect. What is wrong with you now? What is wrong with you now? What is wrong? Sorry guys, I'm back. So from what we search is, let's set this place that says what do you mean by client side? It refers to everything in a web application that is displayed or takes place on the end user's device. On an end user device. So that is what client side means. So here is a text-based programming language used both on the end user device and now let's now set what is server side. What is server side? So it means everything that happens on the server instead of on the client. Look at here what Google says there. In the client side server mode, server side refers to programs and operations that run on the server. This is contrast to client side programs and operations which run on the client. So you know what a server is. Server can just be described as a power supply, a plant that supplies power. Let's put it as a client side now. A plant that supplies power. Let me write it down here. So from here now we can put a client side as in the homes we live in, we individuals, let's put ourselves as a client side. Now I'm going to use an example to show us what a client side means. Now a server side is now referred or likened to a power supply. A power supply. Now I'm using this example now. Let's say we have a power supply. Let's use as a Nigeria example. So we the residential homes are what you can call as a client side, which we are the one consuming the power. We are the one using the power. That is we are now called the client side. Now where the power comes from, we should call the plant. The plant which is located in PHCN, Power Holding Company of Nigeria, is now referred to as the server side. So we can now get a glimpse of this, isn't it? So the client side is the end user device. This my laptop is we can refer to as a client side. This laptop you are seeing here is referred to as a client side. All these things you are seeing here is happen due to JavaScript programming language. Now, let me give you examples of servers that are being used. We're also going to show you an example of an image of a server, of servers used. Let's look for example web development, because what I'm handling here is also a search engine. It can also be a website. So we have an example here. Let's just put images. So these are images of web server. We have here, if you look at this image here, this is a web server. This image here is a web server. You can also look at this image here. This is a server. So anything that is capable of storing and serving out data and information is what we call as server side, while we, the ones receiving it on our laptop, are what we call as client side. So that is the explanation of this client side as well. I'm sure everybody agrees. That allows you to make web pages interactive. So now, in a plain definition, I'm going to make it easier. JavaScript is a programming language, a coding language that is used by a coder to enable web pages that are being saved on our end user device and are being saved using the server to make it what? Interactive. What did I mean by interactive? This we able to search what we want to search on this box. We want to search this is handled by JavaScript. I tell you guys, JavaScript is what makes this work. JavaScript is what makes this work. So we're able for this search button to be able to bring out content, draw content from the server, and serve it is being done by the work of a JavaScript coded language. Also, for this web page to be able to learn, I'm going to do the example of a web page to show you guys. Okay, this is not. Let's go to let's use our most common website we have in the world today. Let's use YouTube, for example. Let's use YouTube. Now, this is where JavaScript comes to play. JavaScript was mostly used in making YouTube. If you can search it by yourself. JavaScript was written with which programming language? You see, YouTube was involved. Now, let's check this. Supposed to be reload and play. Okay. Yes, sorry, guys. Something I want to show you guys. This video now, as you can see, you have not played it yet too, or you see it's playing on its own. Just as if it's showing the platform. This is done by the work of JavaScript programming. JavaScript programming language is involved. Okay, for us to also be able to click on the website, just like we have at YouTube now, on this button, and for this button to load all this is being done by the work of JavaScript programming language. So JavaScript programming language is used in making web pages interactive. You know what it means by interact with the user. So it's like to make a web page not dormant, not to be able to sleep. If you click on this, for the web page, a content on the web page to react, it says where HTML and CSS are language that gives structure and status, JavaScript gives web pages interactive elements that engage a user. So it enables the user to be able to engage with that web page. And what is a web page? Let's just simply search it here. What is a web page? Let's just search it here. See, the web page is a hypertext document provided by a website and displayed to a user in a web browser. That is a web page. A document that is provided to you Let's set it again so that I know that I didn't get the full definition of it. What is a web page? Is that provided and displayed to user in a web browser. This is the browser as you all know. So that is what we do. So I've explained to you guys bit by bit so you to be able to get understanding of a JavaScript. If somebody asks you what is a JavaScript programming language, you will be able to give person that answer. It is a programming language, a text-based, a written programming language used in making web pages interactive, used in making web pages that are being set to be on our browsers interactive. Very, very simple. It is a coding programming language for you guys to understand. So if somebody asks you now, what is a programming language? You can just say it is a written programming language, or not going to even write written programming language. Just it is a written language, or it is a written text used in making web pages that are being served to us the end users, or you can say right clients, by servers interactive. See, my own is just very, very simple. So simple, isn't it? Very, very simple. Very, very simple. So simple. Very, very simple. Easy. The greeting plan used in making web pages are being served to us, the end user, which we can also call client, by a server to make them interactive, to make them engage, people to be able to engage with them. That is what is JavaScript. So you've completed this tutorial here. You are done with this. You are done with this one. Let's now move on to the second one, which is the history of JavaScript programming language. Many people don't know who founded JavaScript, but I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to open it here. It's in our text-based. If you have checked our text-based stuff, our text-based tutorial, you would have seen the person. But now I'm going to explain to you in full length how JavaScript was founded. Yeah. So I don't need to do this. Let me check W3 School. W3 Schools is also a place where people learn programming language, but I will not recommend this for you because those people will not be able to understand this and that and that. So JavaScript was invented by Brother Elch in 1995. It was developed for Netscape 2 and became the ECMA 6262 standard in 1997. After Netscape handed over, the Mozilla continued to develop JavaScript for the Firebug browser. What my own interest is, it was invented by Brother Elch in 1995. Simple. It was invented by Brother Elch. The reason why? Because Brother Elch wanted to use it. Brother Elch was someone who was, let's check this. There's a place I found that indebted me. So these guys gave us a full understanding of what JavaScript is. So if you look at it, it says, where did we get that? A Netscape programmer named Brother Elch developed this new scripting language in just 10 days. It was original but clicking and later JavaScript. You got that? So this is it. This is a simple history of JavaScript programming language. So it's developed by a Netscape programmer, someone who was working for Netscape, a company interested both programming, data analyst, so many things that has to do with computer talk and computer tech. Those are Netscape for you. So a programmer in Netscape developed this language. If you notice before, it was named Mocha before, but later it now became JavaScript, and that is how it was being favored by some companies. Later start picking up these languages, picking up this JavaScript that was later used by Netscape until it now became a popular programming language, one of the best. Because why? People are investing. You have Facebook. Facebook is the one that founded React Native. You see? Sorry. So Facebook was the one that founded React Native by Mark Zuckerberg, which you always know. It was founded by React Native. The reason I'm bringing this is these companies now putting their effort to make JavaScript become one of the best programming language ever. It's no longer going. When I'm going to show you guys the uses, you're going to see how really JavaScript is so fast. The uses of JavaScript is so end. They can be used to do anything, anywhere. So we have not done with the history. By now we already know it was founded by Brendan Elch in 1996, they say, right? Let's take it again. Mm-hmm. 1995. Sorry guys, 1995, not 1996. So it was simply founded by a guy named Brendan Elch in 1995. You can go on to know the history of Brendan Elch, a Netscape programmer who was working for Netscape, who discovered the language. They say in 10 minutes, but I can't. I'm not in agreement with that, but he was just the one that did it. So guys, let's now go to the last episode so that we can close everything. Let this video not be too long. The uses of JavaScript programming language. This is the last. The uses. Now, what are the uses of JavaScript programming language? Guys, if I tell you, you go to the uses of JavaScript programming language, it has so many uses. The uses are so many, so countless. So countless. I'm going to use this because this is where I found what I use in updating them at text-based tutorial. Found this. So let's go down. So these are the uses. Web applications. Our example here we have Google Maps, but I can set you the examples of web applications. Examples of web applications. Let's see Facebook. Web app. So Facebook is an example of a web app. What do you mean by web app? What is a web app? What is a web app? A web is an app is stored on the remote server and delivered over the internet through a browser. So you see, now it is used in making applications. The only thing that JavaScript is not used in is in making native applications. Don't worry, when we go on slowly into this our course, as this our course is prolonging, this JavaScript course is prolonging, I'm going to show you guys why JavaScript is not made it. What is native? Because many people don't know that applications are different types. We have mobile, we have web, we also have what we call native. All these are types of the programming language we use today. We have native, we have text, we have native, we have web, and we have mobile. These are the three types of applications we have in this world. We have web, we have mobile, which is this one. We have web, which we just discussed, which is this one. So now the difference between, I'm just going to show you the difference between web and mobile now. But I'm going to explain to you guys the different what is native. Remind me guys, you can chat me guys on WhatsApp. You can also give me guys in the comment form below so that I can be able to add it to my tutorial. So that I'm going to add two things. The first this one is what is native application, and please try to remind me of the other one so that I can add it to tutorial if you are interested in learning. So web application is an application which you search for that is used in displaying content. Web pages, we have already discussed what web pages is. That is documents, digital, let's call it digital documents. Digital documents are what we call web pages. Web pages are digital documents. These are what we call web pages. So it is used in displaying these web pages now, not on our online browser as you are seeing here, but on applications on phones. Phones we are using it today. These web pages are now being displayed on phones. Why? We have Facebook. Facebook is a website on its own. Facebook. To check facebook.com, let me use my account that I've been signed in to show you guys something. Search facebook.com. This is no different from the mobile app we have in our phone. Let it load first. Am I lying, guys? There is no difference. This is typically what we have in our phones. If I drag this thing down now, let's say I want to reduce it to a mobile phone. Let's reduce it to a mobile phone. You see what I'm saying? This is typically in our mobile. Typically, you cannot give me a huge issue that no, this is, we don't have this in our mobile phone. This is what you see in our mobile phone. Exactly this. This is what we see on our mobile phones today. Exactly this. Just that the thing is not responding here, but this is what we see in our mobile phones. Exactly this. Exactly. You cannot grasp, you cannot tell me no or nay or lie. This is what we see in our mobile phones. So, and you can compare it to the website. You can compare it. It's just a little difference. If you check it in our mobile phone, you can see that in it. You can see this type of thing. That thing I just explained for you guys. You can see it on your mobile phone. So it's used in making web apps. That means it has the ability to display this thing now we are seeing in our phones. But now you don't need a browser. Chrome, you don't need Chrome. You don't need Mozilla Firefox. You don't need Opera Mini. It's just like enclosing something into a casket and making it available for you in your house when you don't need to go to a fuel station to get it. So that is just what a web app is. It's just like an application on our phone. But when you click on it, instead of you using a browser to open it, it will just automatically just open on our own without any effort. You just open it on our own. You people agree with me, there's no lie. So that is what a web app is. It's now displaying these contents on your phone without the aid of a browser. Displaying this content on your phone without the aid of a browser. That is it. So they made it in such a way that without a browser you can just click the app on your phone and you start seeing all this you are seeing on this screen. This Facebook as example, you'll just be seeing all this on your phone. That is it. So we still have more to say. We say that apart from that, we have what we call web development. I don't need to use crack all this. Web development is just website. Simple speak. This was the main use of JavaScript before we have these web pages, this web application. Now let's now go to mobile application. Let me now show you guys what is the difference between a mobile app and a web app. There is a total difference. Let me show you guys. That is it. So a mobile app is the name, the general name given to a web app and a native app. So I'm wrong, guys. I told you people that app is into three. It's not into three, it's into two. A native app and let's say types of app. Check it. Let me check this guy whether I want to say the truth. a native app, a web app, and a hybrid app. Guys, these are the three main types of apps we have in our phone. Let me see this one. I say 4. All these things are there. These are the main types. If you want to talk about the main type of app, these are the main types. There is no senior of the two. These are the main type of app: native app, web app, and hybrid app. So the only thing JavaScript is not used in doing is native app, but JavaScript is used in making web app. Now hybrid app is the constituent of a native app. This hybrid app, this hybrid now, is just like we have a digital and non-digital. I've forgotten the name they call it, but there's a name that they call it. Hybrid, that is the hybrid. There's a name they call it that for some equipment that make use of a digital aspect to function and the non-digital aspect to function. How we have a washing machine. A washing machine is an example. So a washing machine is a hybrid. What is hybrid? Let me tell you guys what is hybrid. A thing made by combining two different elements. So that is what hybrid is. That is what hybrid is. These are the three main types. So if they ask you guys, what are the types of apps you have in this world? For that mobile app, no do the type. Educational app. All these educational app are categories. You have what you call you have categories, you have what you have types. Categories are things classified into what they are being used for. What they are being used for. Type is classifying something based on how it is being made, how it is being designed, how it is being constructed. That is type and categories. So is when somebody mentioned categories of apps, that you now have educational apps, lifestyle apps used for educational purposes, apps used for lifestyle purposes, apps used for social media. All these are categories of apps. Now the type of apps we have is somebody say what are the types of apps? Native, web, and hybrid. See, if you check it now, look at it. Somebody just mentioned it here now. See the categories. So all these people that are mentioning here types. See, these guys have even made it. How many types of app are there? 3. So if somebody tell what are the types of app, we have native, we have hybrid, and we have web. And I've told you what native web is. Later I'm going to show you guys what native. I've told you what web is and what hybrid is. Hybrid is just a name given to any device that has been the constituent of two elements together. We have some machines that they call hybrid. This is a hybrid machine. Just like a washing machine. A washing machine is a hybrid because you use digital for it to be able to function. You press your button, it sends signal. Then it now is what we have our normal non-digital or normal physical stuff, which is the water, the area it is. So it's a hybrid. So just like that in a machine, we also have the apps. We have hybrid apps. So hybrid is the constituent of web and native. So if you see an app that has the design of a web inside it, because that is a web. If you check what is a web, you know, all of us know what a web is. What is a web? All of us know what a web is now. A web. No need for you to say this. Where documents and other are identified. Blah 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 blah. So is when we see an app that has the ability to be able to display web pages. That is the design. Now they design the app for the app to be able to show the web pages. And now let me now say guys, what is a native? What is a native app? So I can just speed everything up. That is developed for use, a particular use. A particular use. Let me give an example. You have WhatsApp, a particular use. So that is why we have Java. You have Swift. Java is a programming language used for making apps for particularly uses on a phone, for camera, for chatting, for so many things. That is so those is what we have in native app and a web app. The web app is an app that is used for that has been made for the purpose to be able to display web pages for a user on his mobile phone without the use of an online browser. That is a web app. While a native app is an app that is made for a special purpose. Native app has already come in place before web apps came into this world. So that is now why we now have all these frameworks I showed you guys about, like that React Native. It was not designed to be able to enable JavaScript, to enable people now to be able to make apps that can now show these web pages that have been interactive on this thing. We have so many programming languages that can only make websites. You have JavaScript, you have Python, you have HTML. All these are programming languages that you see them. You have Python, you have JavaScript, you have HTML. All these are programming languages that were specifically made just to show, just for websites. They were not made for native app, as specifically to run on phone. So frameworks came in. We have Node.js, this is a framework. We have React Native, this is a framework for JavaScript. For Python now, we have a framework like I forgot the name. Let me search here. Python framework. Looking here, down the Django, that's what I'm supposed to see. The Django. I don't need to show you guys all these things. So that is it. So the Django is a framework made for Python to enable people make applications with Python. So now these frameworks have been made to enable people display these web pages on their phones without the cloud for online, because it's not everybody that have now. Nobody have the time to begin to online browser and start searching. That is why they came up with this. So that easily they can just click the app like this. The web page will just show on your phone without you going into the browser. Because when websites came in before on a laptop, when phone started coming in, they started making these browsers to enable people to be able to view these web pages on their phone. But it's always stress. Why do I mean by stress? To start searching for a particular tool. That is why all these frameworks came in. To enable companies that have this website for them to be able to make an app that these people don't need to be searching these things on they start using search bar to be finding this website with their domain name. They just need to just open their app and their website will just come into the phone like that without any need. So that is the reason why we have web app. So native app is a totally different. That's why we have Java. Java is a native app. So that's why I told you that many companies have started making this JavaScript so popular. Now JavaScript now is now used in making applications that Java and C++, all these that were used before, purposely for making applications. Now they started making framework like Facebook. You thought, you just saw on Google now. Facebook now is one of them that made the React Native. They made it so that instead of them start learning Java again from beginning, they will just make React Native use, because now when they were making their website, they use JavaScript, they use PHP, they use HTML, they use CSS. So they just make this React Native to enable them use this programming language you have known before, to just enable people to view this their website on their phone without them going to a browser and start searching it for them on the search bar. So you guys now know the difference between a web app and a native app. A mobile app is just the name given to these three types of apps. Anything that can be displayed on a phone is a mobile app. So that's just it. So don't mind this guy. This guy is a mobile app. The mobile app and the web app are just the same thing. He just gave there to just show you guys that JavaScript now can make mobile applications. Just like due to this framework now, this popular framework React Native. So there's no need. So web app is what JavaScript can make. JavaScript can only make web app. Then all these native apps, Java can make them, because Java was fully intended for application development. It was just later on, or just lately, that company just like Facebook started making these frameworks. We call these things frameworks. Small softwares that can be stored on the laptop, enable people to use this framework to make this website that they have made now into an application convert it as if you are converting it into an application. I need JavaScript because JavaScript is the code base for this. So I hope you guys have understand. Now, what of game? Yes, JavaScript. I showed you some type of games. JavaScript can be used to make games. We also have frameworks to what we call library that can be done. We have WebGL, we have Physics.js, we have Physics. I'm even telling you guys that React Native can be used to make a game. When we check the categories of games, we saw educational games. Yeah, games, educational games. So we can use React Native to make a game. If you want to make a game, you can make a game, an educational game, maybe a game like a novel game where people can just have you people heard about choices? It's one of the games that I like so much. Choices. Story you play. Choices. You can use React Native to make this kind of game. You can use React Native to make this kind of game. You can use React Native to make this kind of game. So you can use it to make a game app, an educational game. But now these 2D engines can now enable you to make in-depth games. But it's not for game development, but you can just use to make a simple mini game that people can enjoy. What of presentation? I don't know fully about this because I've not gone into this, but from what these people are saying here, you can use it to make presentation. Server application, yes, we have Node.js. What a server is? So now applications are like you can use it to serve people their content. Yeah, that is what Node.js is all about. Required for JavaScript to run on servers. Web servers, you see the same thing, to serve. So all these are the uses. But I'm telling you guys, there are so many uses of JavaScript. You can use JavaScript to do AI. Robots, you can use JavaScript to make AI. Use it to form AI with other programming language to form it. So these are just the few uses to show you that JavaScript has grown so vast. You can use JavaScript to make so many things. So a web server to use to serve, you want to set up your own server, JavaScript can be used. And the last thing I want to show you guys is one that is you can use it to teach other people JavaScript programming language. There are people just like you that are learning from this my course. Now people that want to learn JavaScript programming language, you can use it to teach them. So guys, this is the end of the course today. This is the end, guys. I hope you people have enjoyed this tutorial and some other things too are added to it. So this is the end of our tutorial today, end of this video section. So just want to tell you guys that our video tutorials will be coming in soon, shortly. Just a new stuff we just made. I just added to my course. Just added. So it will be coming in shortly. Small, it will be coming in. I want to also tell you guys another truth that you can join our advertising panel. If you want to just contact us below. Advertising panel, because we will now be supporting our course with an advertising with ads and also with a premium section. So you can join this with advertising panel and you can contact us and you can start advertising. So this is the end of the tutorial. So you can contact us and we will be there to guide you guys on how you can join our advertising panel to advertise on our videos. So I'm doing this so that people can learn for free. You can learn with ads. I'll be earning my money from ads. You people can be learning. So if people paying that hawk of money, if you don't want the ads, you still have the money to spend. Not everybody has the money. So this is the end of our video. I promise. Shortly, just stay tuned to us on our WhatsApp group. If you can do that, if you cannot do that, you can just stay tuned to us by subscribing or by checking our blog for updates, or that our update section that we have on our on our homepage. You can just be checking it here. We'll surely release any new updates. When I release the video option, the videos, I'm going to update this so that you guys can just check my homepage and just see, hey, there's a new update too. You can go on and read about it. So see you guys in the next video. Thanks you guys for watching.